what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a new product that I just received from Fenix. This is the LR35R flashlight. So let's get right into it. All right, so opening the box, the flashlight out of here. What do we got in the package first of all? So we got the flashlight in a nice, looks like a Cordura sheath. Very nice. We have the booklet. We've got some warranty information. We have a spare O-ring, so that would be for the top of the flashlight where the batteries go. Nice little waterproof O-ring. We have some more paperwork. We've got the charge cable. Now this is a USB-C charge cable. Very helpful. Or very common as well too, because a lot of cell phones are charging off of this same cable, so that's cool. And then we got this really nice wrist strap. This is pretty awesome. Actually, it says Fenix right there. Nice leather and cordage. Go and tighten that up. Really nice. This reminds me of a really high-end, a lot of the common camera wrist straps that you can get for high-end cameras. You can go ahead and strap that in there like that, and obviously dangle your flashlight off there. So this is actually really nice. I like that. Looks leather, good cordage. Like I said, the Fenix stamped in there. Pretty awesome. So let's go and let's talk about the back of the box first real quick. So this flashlight is a 10,000 lumen flashlight, all right? This is no joke. This is not a cheap flashlight either. They contacted me, Fenix, and they offered me a flashlight for the channel, and I was interested right away because Fenix has a really good reputation for their lights. I didn't think that they were going to offer me this for the first time. So thank you very much, guys. I'm really loving this flashlight. Awesome, and we'll talk more about that. But let's talk about the back of the box right here, because there is quite a bit of literature. So it says on turbo mode, the light puts out 10,000 lumens for 1 hour and 25 minutes and a distance of 500 meters. On high, it puts out 3,000 lumens at 1 hour, 35 minutes, 270 meters. Medium, 1,200 lumens, 3 hours and 15 minutes, 170 meters. Low is 450 lumens, 8 hours and 20 minutes, 105 meters. Eco, that is 50 lumens, 80 hours, 30 meters. And then strobe, it says it's infinite time, so there's actually no time on how long it lasts, but the strobes at 10,000 lumens. So that is pretty awesome. It says impact resistance of 1 meter, waterproof rating IP68, 2 meters underwater. That sounds pretty awesome. So let's get this packaging off the table and out of the way, and we'll leave the book. We'll get this out of the way, and we'll talk about the flashlight. All right, so flashlight inside of its nice sheath. This strap is Velcro, so like I was saying, the light is not coming out of there, and not just because of the Velcro, but mainly because of the shape. So I'll show that to you right now, what I'm talking about. Pull the light out of the sheath, nice snug fit. And here we got the LR35R. So you can see the shape right there is what I was talking about. That Velcro strap straps in here, and it can't get past the bell housing of the light. So once it's strapped in there, it's in there fairly secure, and I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. I haven't had it fall out. Very tight fit, nice and secure. So talking about the light. Now it does have a belt clip on one side. Right there, very nice and secure belt clip. It's on there with 2 screws, so you can remove it if you don't like it. I love it. I hook it on my backpack strap like that. When I'm not needing it right away, I could reach for it, take it off. Keep this on your hip. You could pop it in there, whatever you got to do it. It does have 2 holes up here. Those are for the wrist strap. What you do is you snake that through, tighten it on there so you can have it on your wrist. You're not going to drop it. You're not going to lose it. You can hang it up on your ridge line up here. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. So the light is extremely bright, 10,000 lumens. So I have to caution you guys, don't shine this in somebody's face because it can blind them. Now, why do you need such a bright flashlight? you could shine it in someone's face to blind them. So it's not just a flashlight. You can use this as a self-defense weapon while you're out in the woods, whether it's someone intruding on your camp or even wildlife. You turn this on 10,000 lumens, I'm telling you, it is crazy bright. If there's an animal trying to get in your tent, bang, right in the face, you're gonna blind it. If someone's trying to get in your camp or someone poses a threat, you can pop it on strobe, 10,000 lumens, just flashing. So there are more uses than just a light. Now, this light has a very large range of lumens. Like I said on the sheet there on the box, 50 lumens at its lowest. So 50 lumens is a reading light. I mean, you can turn this on 50 lumens and you could be reading in your tent. So it's not just a spotlight, it's also a nice, easy light for reading. All right, so the flashlight does come with quite an extensive bit of literature. A lot of the information is already on the box that I've already read off, but we could talk about some of the functions. So if you press and hold the power button for half a second, it'll turn the flashlight on and off. So there is one light at the top, single button. There's no other buttons on the light. So if you hold that for half a second, it'll turn it on, and then hold it again, off. Very, very simple. The button is illuminated, I should mention that. So if I go ahead and press that in, it comes up green and then it goes off. That tells me the charge cycle. So it's fully charged, we're good to go. And then single click the switch to go through the cycles. So like I was saying, you hold it on. Now this is gonna be really bright. Click it again, goes different mode, again, down. Now that highest mode, I can't even see right now, and I could feel the hot on my hand. Do it again. I can feel the warmth starting to build there. Feel it right there. And then on turbo, that is burning. Okay, very, very hot. So like I was saying, single button operation, go through the modes, very simple. Hold the button again to turn it off. Off. I got a little caterpillar. On my paper. Get him out of the way. Shoo. All right. So that's the modes. And then in general mode, press and hold the switch for 1.2 seconds to enter strobe. So I think what they mean is hold it on, it goes on, and then if you hold it again, yeah, that's what they mean. It goes on a strobe. So 10,000 lumens on that strobe mode. Incredibly bright. I'm seeing stars right now. Yeah, so that's all the button features right there. I've used this thing a number of times now, and I don't have the functions memorized because I have like 7 different flashlights right now that companies are sending me lights like crazy, and every single brand has a different program in them. So I'm still trying to learn the programs of this particular light. If I were to use this light for, you know, a month, if I just use this light, obviously I'd memorize it. And then switching to different lights. Here I have a Through Night product. This is the Through Night T1. Big difference, 10,000 lumens, 1,500 lumens. This light in particular, I can hold it and it'll go into firefly mode, but then I have to double press to turn it on. So I'm still learning the functions, bear with me. Let's carry on with it. Let's go down through the green light. Okay, so the light on the button that I was telling you about there, if I tap that, it'll come on green. The camera's picking that up. So the green light is 100 to 85% charged. Green light flashes sufficient 85 to 50%. If the red light on, 50 to 25%, and if the red light flashes, that's critical, 25 to 1%. So you really need to charge it at that point. Opposite of the main button, turn it around, there is a rubber door. Get that open, that's the USB-C port, okay? So very sleek designed flashlight. There's no hot spots, there's no real catches that it's gonna snag on anything. I actually like this design a lot. All right, so moving on. Here we have that O-ring that I was telling you about in the bag. It's a spare O-ring for the light. Unscrew the top, and it basically goes in this portion area to keep it waterproof, watertight. When you get the light, there is a plastic film over top of this, so it'll prevent it from making contact, so it can't turn on or off. Remove that. This is the shocking part to me when I opened this up and I looked inside. It has 2 4,000 milliamp batteries. These things are 3.6 volts lithium ion. these bad boys, that is the weight of the flashlight pretty much. I mean, there's not a whole lot of, there's nothing to that. There's a little bit of weight to that, but this is where the weight's at in the light. So 2 honking 4,000 milliamp batteries that powers the light. Goes back together really nicely, actually. It's not over tight. You know, some lights you really got to crank on. It meets the end of the thread and it stops. There's a locker there, so it'll always stop with the light or the button facing the top of the light, which is really nice. Now, there are these little recessed cuts in and around the light, so it does actually grip to your hand, and I really enjoy the shape of it as well. It's not a round flashlight, so you can actually grip it much like a pistol grip almost, right? So you can get your hand on it, and you can shine it, do whatever you got to do. It feels good in the hand. It's a larger light. I'd call this a medium-sized light. There are lights bigger than this. I call this medium-sized light, and it does fit in the hand very well. Like I said, you can clip it onto things. It's got that clip there. You can hang it. You can position it wherever you need it, and this thing throws light like crazy. All right, so as soon as it gets dark here in my backyard, which will be seconds on camera, as soon as it gets dark, I'm going to go through the functions of this light in the darkness, and my backyard is about 100 yards from the house all the way back. So we were talking, let's go back here, 10,000 lumens at 500 meters, and then 3,000 at 270 meters, medium 170 meters, low 450 lumens, 100 meters. So you can kind of get an idea. This thing, I've already done it. This thing turns night to day, okay? This is no joke. This is a very, very powerful flashlight. I have to stress, it gets hot. It does get hot when you're using it. Don't put it up to your skin, turn it on. Keep it locked out, okay? Keep the button locked out, because if this does actually accidentally get turned on when it's in your backpack and it cycles through to the turbo mode, I'm going to test it. I mean, I will test it, not in this video, but I'll test it just on my own time to see if it'll light things on fire. But I'm pretty confident this thing, it would definitely melt your backpack. It would definitely melt your tent if it was inside up against it, because I put my hand on there, turned on turbo, and it gets really hot really fast. So be very careful with where you put this and how it's set, because it can cause some issues being as powerful as it is. 10,000 lumens is no joke, okay? That's no joke. Now, like I was saying, why would you need a light that bright? For me personally, I love a bright light, okay? If you don't need it that bright, don't turn it on that bright. If you need it medium power, turn it on medium power. But like I said, it is a weapon in itself, because not everyone goes out in the woods camping by themselves without a weapon. I am one of those people. The only thing I usually bring typically is my axe or my knife for processing firewood, cutting, all that good stuff. This can be self-defense weapon. You can shine this into someone's face or an animal's face if you really need to. Just be careful with what you're doing with it, because it is very, very bright. So, and it's also very gentle. So it could be a really harsh light, or it could be a really gentle light. You could turn it down to its lowest setting, and you can really, you can read with it at nighttime. You can sit here and read with it. You can hang it up on a, like I was already saying, on a ridgeline. So it's kind of an all-around light, where it's at the very high end, it's very, very powerful, but then it can go down to the low end at 50 lumens and be used as a general light without chewing up a whole bunch of battery life. So yeah, let's go right into the night session, and I'm going to show you through all the different modes. And what I'll do is I'll set the camera up, and I'll set the light up, and I'll walk all the way back, all the way forward with the mode, and then I'll come get the camera or the flashlight in my hand, and then I'll go out, shine it around. You guys can have a look through all of the different modes, and you guys can see basically the strength of the light and the pattern and all that good stuff. And we'll wrap the video up, and all in all, this thing's amazing. I have to say, it is amazing. I do love it. The size of it, perfect. I'm not sure of the weight, guys. I'm not sure. I don't think it says the weight anywhere on here, and I do not have a scale. Sorry, here it is right here. The weight, excluding batteries, is 8.43 ounces, 239 grams. That's without the batteries. So you'd have to go on Fenix website or on Amazon, maybe check it out and look for the weight. I don't have that right now, but the weight without the lights is 8.43 ounces, if that helps you guys. So 2 thumbs up absolutely 2 thumbs up on this. Excellent sheath for it. Hook that on your molly, like I was saying, put it on your waist, your strap, hang it, whatever. Excellent sheath, excellent wrist strap. I'm digging this with the leather. Gotta love that. Nice wrist strap. USB-C, I'm really happy to see the USB-C. The micro USB is kind of fading out. USB-C seems to be the way of the future. Very, very nice. And you don't have to fumble around trying to plug it in. You just, bam, plug it in, done. Love that. Extra O-ring, of course. You're gonna want an extra O-ring. And all kinds of literature. Really, really good stuff. So huge thank you to Fenix for the LR35R. Definitely love this. This is going to be my main searchlight pretty much if I'm out, you know, kind of hiking around nighttime. I hear something bump in the woods, shine it. Excellent light. Highly recommend it. Let's get into the night shots. All right, guys, so here we are, nighttime. I've got the Fenix LR35R flashlight. We're going to go through the cycles on it all the way up to 10,000 lumens. I'm going to shut the light off behind, and I'm going to go off of just the Fenix light. So I'm going to crank it up to its full lumen. I want to go stand out in the backyard here, and we're going to see just how much flood of this light we can get. And then I want to dial it down through the power settings to show you the difference between 10,000 all the way down to its lowest setting. All right, so here we are at 10,000 lumens. It is crazy bright. Can't see the camera, I can't even see the light. I'm gonna go walk back. Already you can see it's flooding my entire backyard, okay? So I'm gonna walk back a little ways. This light makes an excellent spotlight and an excellent floodlight. All right, so you can see at 10,000 lumens, the light throws a massive trajectory of light. I'm actually getting a headache staring at it because it's incredibly bright. I'm gonna dial down the settings one at a time, and I'll basically come back to here. So I'm gonna go to the light, dial it down one setting, come back to here, and then you guys can kind of go back to the video and see the differences between the brightnesses of the light. This is the brightest setting, so let's go to the next setting. All right, guys, so here we are at the lowest setting right now. I actually have a helper. I've got my girlfriend to come outside and help with the flashlight functions just to speed up the process. This is the lowest setting, so go ahead and bump it up one more. That's one more setting. That's quite a bit brighter. You guys can see a little bit more of the background. I bet that's probably picking up camera. So we'll go up one more setting. Getting brighter. A lot more visible. Go up one more. I think that might be max. Go up one more. Okay, so that's max. That's 10,000 lumens. That's crazy bright. And now back down to the lowest. So if we cycle through them again, and then again, and then again, and one more. Very bright. So let's wrap up this review. Go down again. Go up, up, up. We'll hold it right there. So, wrapping up the review of the Fenix LR35R, you guys can see this light is crazy, crazy bright. It gets very hot also, so be careful with it. It does have a lockout mode. Use the lockout mode so it doesn't get turned on by accident. Don't put the light up to the mesh of your tent to try and look out because it will melt a hole in your tent, okay? So, very bright, very powerful. Stay safe with it, and use it. I mean, it's a great light. It's perfect for out in the backcountry, perfect for truck driving, ATVs, canoeing, kayaking, whatever. Excellent light. That's all I got for you. So if you got any questions, drop it down in the comment section, and I'm going to peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.